What if your biggest financial problem isn't money? What if it's stress? Because stress changes the way you think. It changes the way you make decisions. It changes what you notice. And over time, chronic stress can quietly cost you opportunities, confidence, relationships, and yes, even wealth. But here's what surprised me the most. The brain you're trying to build a better life with may still be operating in survival mode, and survival mode was never designed to create abundance. So what happens when the mind becomes too stressed to recognize opportunity? Most people think stress is emotional, but stress is biological. Your brain doesn't know the difference between a tiger in the wild and an overdue bill. To your nervous system, stress is stress. And when stress becomes chronic, your brain shifts into protection mode. Not growth mode, not creativity mode, not abundance mode. Protection. And a brain focused on survival cannot think about possibility. It thinks about danger, which means the harder life feels, the narrower your world becomes. Think about this. Have you ever noticed how difficult it is to make good decisions when you're overwhelmed? Have you ever overworked, overthought, or worried so much about money that you couldn't even think clearly? That's not weakness. That's stress. And stress changes your attention. It narrows your focus. You stop seeing possibilities. You stop trusting yourself. You stop thinking long-term. Because survival mode only cares about one thing: getting through today. But wealth requires something very different. Stress affects sleep. Sleep affects focus. Focus affects decisions. Decisions affect outcomes. And outcomes shape your future. So while people blame themselves, they often overlook the hidden cost. A tired brain, an overwhelmed nervous system, a mind that has forgotten how to relax. And here's the irony. The harder people push, the more stressed they become. And the more stressed they become, the harder life feels. Until stress itself becomes normal. And normal stress creates normal results. But awareness changes everything. Perhaps you don't need to work harder. Perhaps you need to feel safer. Perhaps your nervous system needs rest. Perhaps your mind needs space. Because a calm mind thinks differently. A calm mind notices opportunities. A calm mind makes better decisions. A calm mind creates. And slowly, wealth stops feeling impossible. Not because the world changed, but because you changed. Because abundance grows in calm, not chaos. So the next time you tell yourself, I have a money problem, ask yourself something different. Am I stressed? Or am I truly thinking clearly? Because the answer to that question might change everything. And by the way, if you'd like to explore more about brainwaves, subconscious reprogramming, wealth consciousness, and some of the resources that have helped me understand this journey, I've linked them below in the description. And if these kinds of conversations resonate with you, consider joining us. Subscribe, because we're only beginning to explore what the brain and the mind are truly capable of. Until next time, remember, what the brain learns, the brain can unlearn.